Hello again, Akko here. As you can see, I've got my bee ladder in my hand. I'm on my roof, so this is a bee video. This is a follow-up to the Valuable Bee series. This is like a little extra. I just wanted to cover a couple of things. Now, you may notice by my radar that I'm on a different version of Feed the Beast. We've upgraded our hump in server to the Ultimate Pack, so things are a little bit different. But I'll still be doing MindCrack videos because I'm going to keep using the mods. On this server, I'm going to keep doing videos from mods that are just in the MindCrack pack, whereas on my other server, my single player world, I'll be doing stuff that's in MindCrack but also stuff that's just in the Ultimate pack. Anyway, I digress. So one thing different is we've got the thalmic bees, so you can see I'm trying to breed myself an arcane from esoteric and mysterious. But you can ignore that if you've not got thalmic bees. As you can see, my alvery production's coming along. I'm just building these as I go. Not all of these are full yet because I've actually not got bees I want to produce. And added a couple of extra bees in, and then my production's gone a bit crazy, so I may have to expand my capability of handling all this. You see the ender chest. Got all kind of stuff in it. I've started collecting phosphor and refractory wax, which can make lava cans, which I didn't realise how many lava cans they make, but that's actually really useful. I would have maybe done that earlier, or I may do it on my other server. If you look at phosphor, a couple of phosphor and a bit of sand or a bit of dirt or a bit of cobble and an empty cell will get you a lava can, which is kind of nice. Now, I'm not sure if it should work. I think if you get 3 of these refractory wax that it also produces, you can get refractory capsules that I believe can hold the lava as well. I'd have to double check on that. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. It's not what I want to talk about. First thing I want to do is a couple of extra things on your breeding alveary that you may want to add. So we've got the 5 mutator blocks still. A couple of extra things you may want to add is if I break these 2 grass blocks here. This is an alveary lighting block, and this is an alveary rain shield. Now, I can show you them real quick on NAI. There's a lighting block. There's a rain shield. Both pretty straightforward recipes. I'll just show them real quick, but I'm sure you can find them yourself. And what they do is, obviously our production bees, they have the stats manipulated so they can work at night or they can work in the rain. Your breeding bees may not have, so they'll stop if it's nighttime or raining. So adding these 2 to your breeding alveary just makes them ignore rain, ignore night, so it makes your breeding a little bit smoother. And of course that still leaves, the way I've got my setup here, the bottom level of the alvearies are all covered, but that still leaves most of the bottom able to put frames in if you want to add chocolate frames or whatever. So that's the first thing I want to cover, and then the second thing I want to cover is Azarus, one of my subs, asked about how you change the temperature tolerance on bees. So I'm going to cover that real quick. There's 2 ways you can get bees to work. Now, I'm running some demonic bees. I'm running some here in this normal biome, which I'm going to get to in a bit. And I'm running some in the natural biome, which I'm just going to show you real quick. So I've mainly done this just to show how you can actually get a setup to run your bees in your natural biome. So this is obviously in the nether. This is a hellish arid biome, as you can see there. And these demonic queens. Now I've messed with the stats a bit. As you can see, I've been here a minute ago because I'm redoing this video. I've messed with the stats a bit. I've given them the no flowers, which I'm starting to like a real lot. I'm going to gradually change all my bees up on the roof there to have no flowers, and I can get rid of all the grass. It won't look as nice, but get rid of all the grass, get rid of all the flowers, and then I can actually change the piping round a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of the need for flowers for all my production bees. So what that does is, if you look around, there's no nether wart or anything around here, and this bee happily works away. So this is it being its natural environment, so it's happy. It likes hellish arid. It's got that both 2 tolerance, but that doesn't make a difference because it's actually in its natural habitat, so that'll happily produce. I've just got the usual setup there: wooden pipe, autarkic gate, apiaries pipe, and then it's just been fed into my same colour ender chest as all my other stuff is. So if we go back, so that's one way you can do bees. You can make them a house within their preferred habitat. Now, I'm a lava station there because the lava station's chunk loaded, so you need a chunk loader. Well, because we've got that little lava pumping station there, that's chunk loaded anyway, so I just made a little extension upstairs, put that up there. The other way of doing it is you can manipulate the temperature tolerances. Now if you look at this bee, if we realise this, you see there it's got a temperature tolerance of ±4. Now you don't get ±4 naturally. You can get ±2 naturally, or if you've got thalamic bees you can get ±3. So ±4, I've done something special to get that, and it's using a bit of kit that I said I never used before, because up until making the demonic bees, the reason why I made the demonic bees is because they produce glowstone, and they don't produce a load, but they're just getting me a gradual trickle of glowstone, keeping my barrel of glowstone gradually going up. Because I use glowstone quite a bit, and it's not a pain to get, but it's just if you can get it free, you might as well get it free. So the phosphor and the refractory wax are just side products. What I'm really after is a glowstone from them. So that was a bit of beeswax, I think, but in this texture pack, beeswax and glowstone looks pretty similar. But yeah, that's producing that. So the bit of kit that I've never used, I said in one of the early videos, I never really seen a need for it, but it's because I was never using any bees that had extreme tolerances. Acclimatizer. And what you're going to want is some blaze powder. Now it takes quite a bit of this. I use 2 sacks of blaze powder to get that bee upstairs. What you don't want to do, let's go back up here. So this bee started with the +2 -2 that all my bees have from the rocky bees, and I got the demonic princess, demonic drone. I put them both through the acclimatizer separate. I give them a stack of blaze powder each. Now you're going to want blaze powder. You probably got a source of blaze rods because you need them for all kind of stuff like ender chests and stuff. So I'm not going to explain how to get blaze rods, but if anyone wants to, if anyone needs a bit of help with that or needs to know, just please ask, and I'll show you a good way of getting blaze rods. But so a full stack of blaze powder seems a bit expensive, but once you've got a setup that can get you a decent amount of blaze rods, it's not too bad. So separately, I put a princess in here and I put a drone in here. In fact, what I'm going to do, let me go back to the lava station. See if this bee is nearly dead. It's pretty close. I'll turn that off. When this bee dies, it'll obviously separate into a princess and a drone. So I'm going to wait for that to die. I'll be back when that happens. Okay, so I'm back again, and you can see the bees died, and you can also see that they produce quite a lot of glowstone dust just from when I turned the autarkic gate there off. We've got another 5 glowstone dust, which is pretty nice. They do well. I'll take that back with me. Now, so I'm finished with this. I'm going to break this, put it up on my roof for the rest of the stuff in a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate these 2 bees in the acclimatizer. Now, I don't actually need to do this, to be honest. What I could do, so well, I'll tell you what I could do in a minute, but let me show you. So you put your bee in there. I'm going to take it back out a second. Let me just realise it first. I'll do that as well. So there we go. I'll put her back in there again. Now you can see each cycle it's not actually doing anything, but what it is, it's a chance, and it works. I don't know if it just needs, well, there it goes. So yeah, it's just a chance. So that only took 2 to get to both 3. Now, so I think it's a random chance to actually get the change. So you could get a couple of blaze powder, or you could need a couple of stacks. So a bit of luck's involved there. So now this is both 3. This would actually work in a normal biome, because hellish biome's 3 away from normal. Now, just so you understand what I'm talking about, while that's working away, I'm going to try and get that to 4. Just actually, I might let it try and go to 5. If you look on your data bank here, if you actually look at our demonic bee, if you go to the climate tab, you see there it's a hellish biome. And standard, it looks like it's got a tolerance of -2. So it can handle a warm biome, but it can't handle a normal biome, which is the one here. There's 6 climates and there's 3 humidities. So as long as you've got ±2 on your humidity, then your bees can handle any humidity. So if you look at the opposite of, so demonic, obviously like arid, and there's normal, and then there's damp. So if we look at a tropical, for example, tropical like damp, but they've got tolerance of ±1, so they can handle normal. So if you've got a normal bee, if you've got a bee that likes normal with tolerance of ±1, it can handle any biome for humidity. But your temperature, it's got 6. So standard with just forestry and extra bees, the best you can get without the acclimatizer is ±2. So if you've got a bee that likes hellish, ±2, it's going to need at least a warm biome. So what we're doing, we're making it so it's no, it's that one down there ±3. It'd actually work in a normal biome. I think that covers all you need to know about that. If that's not clear how I've explained it, just ask and I'll try and explain it a bit better. So now this is ±4. As you can see, you can go to ±5. So we'll keep going to ±5, and then what you can do is, once you've done one breeding pair, so if I get both this and this to ±5, you can see I've got a little bit of a texture issue here, by the way, since the update. I'm sure that'll get fixed at some point. Now these, because of production, I've got low fertility on them. But if I get these to both ±5, what I'll probably do is I'll also change the fertility on them to the max, and I'll get a few drones, and I'll run the drones through the isolator there. See, I'm just trying to get some arcane drones, trying to get the arcane species. I'll put them back in there. That'll make them back into empty serums again, and they can try again. So yeah, get a few drones, run them through your isolator, and then you can get the ±5 as a serum then. So then anytime you need to run an extreme bee, something like hellish or wintry, for example, on the other direction, you can just use your serum to give them a ±5 tolerance, and you're sorted. The other thing is, if you wanted to, well, there we go. So that one's up to 5, so that can't do any more. So we can take that one out. We can put its drone in, and then once the drone's to 5, we'll breed them back together, and we've got some ±5 bees there. If you want to the humidity, you just put cans of water in there. So you need a couple of stacks of cans of water, and that'll do you that way. So that's how you sort your bees out. You sort your extreme climate bees out to run in your normal biomes. So I hope that was useful. Any questions, please ask. If I've not explained anything clearly, please ask, and I'll try and work out how to do it a bit clearer. I'm not the most eloquent, I don't know. And I hope that was informative, and I'll see you next time. So cheers, bye.